What happened was, in the late 70s, Xerox gave us a laser printer. Now, that was the first generation of laser printer. Xerox gave a few of them to a few universities. That was the first time anyone outside Xerox had a laser printer. And it was extremely fast and powerful. It was very high density, but it got lots of paper jams. So it was frequently jammed, and it was in a place not near anybody's office. Nobody would ever see it except when someone went there to collect a printout. So it could stay jammed for an hour. You could send something to the printer, and eventually you realize, well, I printed something, I should go pick it up. And you go there and you find out it's been jammed the whole time. So it worked very badly in practice. I knew a solution for that, because before that we used another graphical printer that I think was also a gift from Xerox, but it was an older kind of thing. And because it was controlled by free software, I added features both to that software and to the operating system, so that first of all you could it would tell you when your printout was finished, and second, it would tell you if the printer got into any kind of trouble. When the printer got jammed, it would display that on the screen for everybody waiting for printing. Of course, if you were waiting for printing and you saw a message saying the printer is jammed, you were going to go to the printer right away and fix it. So by including the humans in the feedback loop, I managed to make the entire system of human and computers function reliably, even though the printer by itself was unreliable. So I wanted to do that with the laser printer, but it was impossible because the software controlling that was not free. We didn't have the source code. We couldn't change it at all. This was very frustrating. I never tried asking Xerox for a copy of that source code. I just assumed that since they hadn't given it to us, they must not want to give it to us. And it's a good thing I didn't ask them, because it's possible they might have offered me a corrupt deal. And back then I might have given in. I might not have recognized that it was wrong. But since I never asked, they never offered me one. And then I heard that somebody at Carnegie Mellon University had that source code. So eventually I was there. So I went to his office and said, "Hi, I'm from MIT. Could I have a copy of the laser printer source code?" And he said, "No, I promised not to give you one." And I was so stunned by this act of betrayal that I couldn't think of anything to say. I just turned around and silently walked away. And because I had failed, it rankled, it bothered me, and it kept on bothering me, and I kept on thinking about what had happened. And I realized he had not just betrayed me and all my colleagues at MIT, he had betrayed the whole world. Which is a phrase that came to me from a famous old Chinese novel that I had read, The Romance of the Three Kingdoms, where the evil emperor Cao Cao says, "I'd rather betray the whole world than have the whole world betray me." Well, this person had really done it. He had betrayed the whole world, had promised that he would not help anybody who might need his help. What I concluded was that non-disclosure agreements for generally useful technical information are a betrayal. They are unethical. One must not sign them. So that's the importance of this event. It taught me to recognize proprietary software not just as an inconvenience, but as a wrong.